Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Toasted Synapse from tsgaming.net and welcome to another weekly gaming news video. Today we will be talking about one subject in particular, and in the following days I'm going to get another video out for the rest of the news. The subject that we are touching on today is EverQuest Next. The Sony Online Entertainment Live press conference announced the MMORPG by the name of EverQuest Next. That has been in development for 4 years now, and we have a lot of things to talk about because it was very much applauded by the public, and with a good reason. It has tons of features, many of them inspired from other genres, and many unique. The first information that I want to put out there is that it will be a voxel based MMO, meaning that everything that you see around you, be it camps, trees, bridges, pillars, etc., can be destroyed if you strike it hard enough. And by you I mean the player, but also the mobs that inhabit the realm of Norath. You will be, of course, restricted to burn down capital cities and important hubs, but the mobs won't, so you better protect them. This opens up a very interesting alleyway to players that just want to do something different. If you want to be mean and destroy little settlements, why wouldn't you? It's your world and it's your fantasy. If a band of orcs is attacking a town, you can choose to side with the townsfolk and defend, or go with the orcs and aid the attack. Depending on what interests you in terms of class training or jobs, you will choose, or you may choose to leave them alone and go on your merry way. Helping the city may result in them offering some jobs for you, and it is a very good idea indeed. You will see throughout what I will be talking about here that lots of these elements discussed in EverQuest Next are real-life-esque, meaning that that's how you would imagine things would interact if you were role-playing. So, of course, trees fall, bridges break, and certain groups of NPCs may get angry with you for helping others. A very natural feel indeed. They go even further than the voxel-based system and say that if you can dig, why don't you? Similar to games like Minecraft or Terraria, their subterranean level is waiting for you to explore it. There will be mobs, treasures, you can even explode the entrance to a cave if you don't want anybody else following you down there. And there will be several layers procedurally generated. And to keep things fresh, the devs will occasionally use an earthquake to shake things up and open up new areas. So it will be kind of hard to make a wiki about what is located underneath what in the case of EverQuest. It can be anywhere next time because the world does have a form of resetting now and then. If this system wouldn't be there, players will just raise everything to the ground and it would stay like that. But this idea of procedurally generated subterranean levels excites me the most. Players often get bored in MMOs because they have seen all of the content and they are waiting for an expansion. Now regardless, this will be happening in a small fashion with this MMO, and the wiki will in time include many tricks that you can do. But it will be a longer process, and there will be more players wanting to find new areas underground and actually having fun, as opposed to going from the same point A to the same point B every day to farm X amount of gems that they can trade for the highest tier of armor. And by doing this, everything is the same. What happens if the place you are trying to get to isn't there anymore because it's been destroyed by a giant, or if a boss battle is not the same every time because the boss decides that he'll take down a part of the level, that by the way is different in some respects every time. A natural day and night cycle with cool lighting was shown, and the other thing that they emphasized is having a very good AI whereby it will behave and attack with a slight element of randomness, combined with the dynamic combat of this game. That sounds like a very good idea. And also, as a group, the enemies may like or dislike some actions that the players take. For example, if players from a city are hostile to a group of orcs that are nearby, the orcs may decide to back off and go settle farther away. All are very good ideas, I just hope they manage to implement them. They said that every action will have consequences, even if not immediate. There will be server side quests known as rallying calls that task the players with doing something major. and what they decide upon and how they decide will be meaningful to the world. For example, building a big structure that will remain permanent, where to build it, how to enforce it and defend it, etc. And this rallying call will last for about 2 months, and it will develop over time, and at the end they will launch a new one. The game will have a multi-class feature, no levels from what I've heard, although there will be progression. Combat will consist of 4 skills from the classes that you have unlocked, and 4 weapon moves at a time from the weapons you have equipped. There is also an element of parkour in this game, letting you slide down hills, jump quickly across obstacles, and it even has certain items that help you do these movements better, like the boots of the Zephyr that let you glide through the air. Another interesting feature was something I bet a lot of role-playing fans will certainly love: the ability to use your webcam to make expressions for your character to mimic in the game. It's certainly not something game-changing, but it's a use of a technology that's already there, and I think that they are taking the right step here towards the future, as opposed to other MMOs that started development a while back, and as the time changed they remained to the initial design rather than tailoring them towards what's new. And that's actually why Sony Entertainment Online has gone towards the open development, similar to that of PlanetSide 2, in which they will be posting about what they are working on, and the community gets to choose what they want to see be put into the game by voting. Very democratic, very consumer oriented, because those are actually the people that are going to be making you the money. So you better listen to them. You know, this is a good approach if you ask me. They also announced EverQuest Landmark, a sort of minigame related to EverQuest Next, and the monetization option that they are going for here is a sort of player marketplace, where you can build landmarks with your materials you gather from the world and sell them to other players so that the players can also make money. And if the build that you do is used in another build that sells, you also get a percentage of the real life money from there. This is a very Minecraft-esque idea of going around and gathering materials. There will be tiers of materials to build houses and whatnot. This is done on a plot of land that you get, and you'll be able to develop what you want on it and get new plots of land. And you will be using the same tools that actually the developers used to craft the world, but you will have to gather resources to pimp out your house the way you want it to look. So very many good ideas. Like I said, it made me and a lot of people very excited, mainly because there are tons of stuff that makes sense in an MMO world. There are procedurally generated quests, areas. We have seen many MMOs that came out and didn't quite make it, and it's always nice to see some news about something completely fresh. You can of course check the conference over at twitch.tv/SOE. And I thank you very much for watching. Please do tell me in the comments below what you think about this game. Does it excite you? Does it bring some new elements to the table that you're particularly interested towards? I know I'm very interested to the Terraria side of things, the underground levels. I want to smash everything and see what's underneath there. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This has been Toasted Synapse from tsgaming.net. Please do check the annotations at the end of the video that will take you to the other playlists. Also in the news and PC releases playlist, I will be posting shortly after this video another video with other news. And do subscribe if you haven't, and like the content if you enjoy it. Thank you. I am signing out.